You ready? You ready?
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool player.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him. Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, hook to the head by Lee. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed.
Another big shot to the head.
Keep your hands up.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jump.
Nice 1-2 there. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl, DC.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's gonna take that one shot that finishes the fight.
He's looking to land the right, just out of range.
Beautiful body kick. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Lee. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
He is all about that left kick to the body. Midway through round one.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Oh, looked like he was trying to set up the head kick, but he misses on that attempt.
Ooh, what a...
Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. And he landed the right hand there.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Another shot lands upstairs.
More strikes to the head. Head kick.
Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup.
Good stick. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Wow, what a head kick. Oh, big left.
You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Lee. That is a stiff jab. Oh, combination lands. You want to talk about putting strikes together. Beautiful execution.
And every one of them are landing. He's overwhelming him with different attacks.
Lee's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Nice strike.
Ooh, big knee. Both guys landing at a pretty decent clip. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Lee. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, next round is underway. Attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him tonight.
That was so impressive to see someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
Oh, huge block.
Sneaky head kick. That's a big strike right there.
Oh, tags him with the jab on the counter. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand. Jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Nice punch there.
Able to check that kick as well. Nice jab there by Lee. Oh, he lands a straight punch there, DC. We'll see if he can follow it up now.
He has been throwing the strike over and over again. Look how crisp and straight he is.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Lee's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Oh, nice. Good punch lands.
He's able to slip the leg. Nice liver shot lands. Ooh, and he caught the kick. Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, the body work's starting to take its toll. Look at the redness starting to appear on his left side.
Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Well, that'll quiet the storm. Shot blocked by Lee.
I mean, he's cutting them down to size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Lee gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Oh! So he lands another strike here to his opponent's liver. The defense has got to do something at this point in time. He was buckled with a similar shot earlier in the fight. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Just missed with the left there. Slips.
Beautiful strike.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. Nice liver shot lands. Oh! Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. 10 seconds to go. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet that he gets coming his way.
Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Oh, that kick is good by Lee. There's the kick, it's blocked. Just misses with the left hook. Oh, and he caught the kick. Lands the right hand. And there comes the separation now.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body. They're really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Punch over the top.
And they separate.
Let's go. Work those knees in there.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Relax, relax.
Nice punch land. Big head kick.
All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to throw everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not going to win this fight.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Big kick lands.
Oh, Superman punch is good. Kick to the body now. That one won't land. Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Oh, yes. Now we're going.
Going for the spinning side kick to the body, but he missed.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Hands high, hands high.
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. It doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did.
Powerful leg kick lands.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, he just... Whoa! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him. What a performance.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.